We're fixing this throttle cable today. I don't care how much effort I gotta go through. I did about an hour and a half of shopping just to find the right thing. I got extra things just to make sure that I got what I need possible. I'm gonna throw 3 different things on there to make sure this thing stays in place, getting this fixed. Here's the issue that I was having. So with that stock oil pump, which I deleted, this grip right here, the throttle from the grip, does work and does function just properly, but there was, because I got rid of it, a conversion system that went from this cable here into like a little box that thread the throttle cable and the oil pump cable into one. So when this pulled up, it pulled both at the same time. Now, when I put that carburetor on and I got rid of the oil pump, there was so much slack up here because of that stock like conversion box, and it was just wiggling around, that when I would twist my grip, even at full throttle extended all the way backwards like this, it would not open that slide and that carburetor all the way up. And on top of it, I also used to have zip ties. I had zip ties stacked on top of each other with a gas line split down the middle, which was recommended to me by somebody else, and it did work, but there was still too much slack up front. I had one of these laying around. Thank God I ordered it. I thought I did not need it. It's a Polini throttle cable adjustment, and I thought this was for the grip up here, so I just didn't put it on because I didn't need it. No, it's for the carburetor, and I put it on there and it fits perfectly. That's what's up. And it's adjustable back here. But today, we are connecting this throttle cable, which has no slack in it at this point. If I were to pull up on this, it would open up that slide in the carburetor, to this, which has no slack on it when you tug down on it, which connects to this up here. This and this need to go together for one solid unit. And that's why I couldn't go anywhere. It's simply because the slide in the carburetor could not open all the way up. Even though I was at full throttle here, I was only about half throttle in that slide in that carb. And when I just snipped off all those zip ties that I had on there and I got frustrated, I sat on the back here without the seat bucket, and I just looked at it, grabbed onto it, and yanked up on it all the way. And what do you know? That's when the bike got on the pipe. That's when it got on the pipe, and it started pulling. It started pulling hard. The smile that was on my face when that happened was so genuine and relieved, because this bike does rip, but it just would not allow that slide to open all the way up. So let's just get right into the tools that we got to get this thing hopefully solved. So here's the plan. Main thing right here, main thing, a cable stop. So what you do with this device here, and it took about 4 different stores to find. Turns out I had to go to an automotive place. Anyways, you thread the cable through both of those cables, through that hole right there. And when you get both of those in there, you tighten down that screw, and it puts pressure on both of those cables and locks it in place. Now, just for extra benefit, I'm also going to slip a splice around it after I get that on there, crimp it together with this crimper. I'm going to thread lock that screw into this cable stop, and then I'm going to throw some heat shrink around it and shrink it all together for 3 different units of stick. And that's what I need to happen. Let's do this thing, man. All right, boys. It looks like it does in fact open all the way up. It is hitting the top of the carburetor. You can hear it. It opens. Now this cable stop touched the top of, the cable where it's at here, but it doesn't matter because this just so happens to stop where the top of that stops at. So we're good. We're freaking good. Everything is wired back up. Fuel is in the carburetor. We got power. The temp gauge is on. I'm excited and nervous once again. Now, the only thing I changed in this carb since last time is I went ahead and I raised the needle 1 notch. There are 5 notches in that needle. And so I leaned it out 1 notch, and there's only 1 notch left. I'm not gonna lean the carburetor out all the way, but it was recommended to me that these CP carburetors particularly want to run rich. So I leaned it out 1 notch. So I'm expecting like a higher idle and a little bit higher temperatures, but there's nothing else to do but start this thing back up, man. Fire's right back up. I love that. It's been 1 week since I started this thing, and the fire's right back up. Yes, sir. All right. Thank you, Jesus. Thank you, two-stroke gods. Thank you, everybody who freaking, I don't know what other wonders came to work, but does this thing work? Yes, it works. Hell yeah, it works. Hell yeah. I just took it for about a 10-15 minute ride, and temps remained at 190 and under the whole time. It's only rising because I'm idling right now. I can ride this bike, son. I can ride my bike. Throttle cable works. The throttle cable works. I am just relieved. I am relieved that I can finally start tuning my bike, man. Because now I can pull on that throttle and it goes. And I can ride with the seat on like a normal bike, and the front fascia I gotta put back on there. But thank you, man. Hell yeah. But we're not done. We're still not even close to done. Now I gotta drop the fuel jets. I have a 108 fuel jet in there right now, and I know I can lean it out some more. There's a bit of an exhaust leak in 2 spots, and it's kind of frustrating. One, on the freaking stinger on the back of it, it's spitting out oil. You can see where oil comes out at. And right on the head. And it's not as bad as on the head, but it's worse back here. But still, either way, we gotta drop those fuel jets. We gotta get that right. We gotta tighten up that exhaust leak. And then, yeah, dial this baby in. There's still a lot to do, but that was a huge, huge relief. But it's still the beginning of the day. It's like 10:30 in the morning. Let's get it. All right, she's gonna make her first public appearance. I gotta go to a gas station to get some air in the front tire because it has a slow leak. Then I'm gonna get some plugs from AutoZone right across the street. This is exciting. First run was absolutely amazing on that bike. It felt so good. It felt so rewarding to finally ride that bike around, and it works. Yes, it needs to be tuned, but I'm past that point right now. I took it for its first test run in public. Yes, man. But we have a bunch of plugs. We got 5 plugs right now, and we're gonna start plug chopping it to down jet it because I know it's running rich. Let's get that thing leaned out. Good news, got the 106 jet in there. Obviously you can't see it. I got the intake covered up. Bad news, the throttle cable is catching. That freaking cable stop is catching on a piece of metal in there and restricting it from pulling all the way up. Come on, man, but whatever. All right, so let's get in there and fix that now. Got the problem dialed in. It does this weird twisting motion when it goes up, but it was snagging on that bolt right there. But it's not now. What I did is I took one zip tie right here, and I just took it from the cable, and I connected it through this random hole so it can hold the cable forward. And it lifts up, no problem. Back here, same thing. It goes all the way up. You can't see it. You can hear it. I added one zip tie in between here to make up for that slack. Because there's a little bit of slack that happened again. But you know what? This is good. As long as that opens up all the way, which it does, hey, we're Gucci. So, sweet. Fresh plug is prepped. Seat just fell over with that tip taken off. And this replacing that seal. Also, forgot about my mirrors completely. So I just sprayed it white real quick with 1 coat. I'm gonna hit it with 2. Yep, need those on the road. Let's get this in there. All right, well, we need some gas. I'm almost out of gas already. So everything is hooked up, everything's good to go. The plug is in there. Carburetor's full of fuel. Starting this thing back up and getting some more gas. And then taking this thing for a cruise to see how she feels. It feels better. Oh yeah. Oh, definitely. Oh, good deal. Good deal. All right, we got fuel in there. We don't got no extra baggage now besides a drink in my pocket. We're hitting the road. Yeah, it definitely likes to eat. It doesn't like low end speed. I didn't think it would. My boy, we're going off-road. Boys, this thing rips. I haven't even gave it super full throttle yet. I'm not going to. I'm still gonna take it easy on the motor. Temps are at 200 right now. They hold good. Temps hold good. Hell yeah. So she's on the road. She is finally on the road where she needs to be, where she can eat. Because boy, this thing does eat, man. I'm just lost for words because I finally got to this point. Month and a half of building, many hours of frustration, purchases, all sorts of odds and ends, and everything. And it's not perfect. It's not perfect yet. Still got some kinks, but dang, she rides. I can hop on this thing and go cruise. Now's my time to break in the motor, just ride it around gently for a while and get her all warmed up so I could really start ripping on this thing. Dang, man. Today's the day, and I'm excited about it. Like I said, there's still some odds and ends to figure out. One, there's no front brake. That's not good. Two, that exhaust leak. We got to get this thermostat wired up. There's something else I'm missing. Oh, the little headlight. We got to clear up that headlight. That's a little thing. There's some odds and ends to go through to get this bike dialed in for safe reasons and just to get this thing feeling good, feeling 100% healthy. And then the build continues. Then the transmission, then the gears. There is so much to come with this bike, but dang is it fast already. It's good. I'll start posting numbers once I break the motor in and everything. I don't want to hold her full throttle wide open yet, like all the way. But I'm going at least 50. And I give it throttle more and it still picks up. So this thing, it's capable. It's definitely capable. I'm just happy that she runs and functions and I can ride this thing. And believe me, that's exactly what I'm gonna do today. So thank you guys. Thank you for watching this. There's a lot of hiccups in between. There's still going to be, but it's operational. This is gonna be the fastest bike in my area. I got a lot of looks today from the riders around here. This is gonna be a secret little ripper, but still a lot to do, and I don't even care. Thank you all for watching. I'll be around. These bikes are around. I got 2 to ride now. I think that's sweet. Thank you.
Peace.